Assalamu alaikum. So in this paragraph, they have just explained this diagram, and according to this diagram, whenever the injury occurs in the body, there are two kind of cells. One is the resident cell, and the other is the plasma proteins. So resident cells are basically the cells which are present at the site of the injury. So for example, if this uh, finger is damaged, so all the cells present over here will be the resident cells. So resident cells are basically macrophages, dendritic cells, and mast cells. So what happens that whenever injury occurs, these cells recognize the invading agent, the microbe, and they release some mediators. Macrophages, dendritic cells, and mast cells release some mediators, which are amines or cytokines. So these mediators, what they do, that they activate the leukocytes. Leukocytes are basically neutrophils and monocytes. These neutrophils and monocytes are activated. They are recruited. Recruited means that they are taken to the site of the injury by this blood vessels. They are taken to the site of the injury, and there what they do, that they phagocytose the microbe, and they also repair the injured tissue. So furthermore, in the overview, they have explained that inflammatory reaction is all not always for the good cause. It may be the cause of the disease. For example, it may lead to some autoimmune diseases, or it may cause some allergic responses, or maybe if the microbe which causes the inflammation or the injury is not eradicated, then it may lead to some more diseases. And these diseases basically which occur due to inflammation are rheumatoid arthritis, atherosclerosis, and some hypersensitivity reactions from the insect bites, drugs, toxins, and lung fibrosis also occur. And they have furthermore explained that there are some genetic disorders which may also be caused by inflammation. They are basically diabetes type 2, Alzheimer, anti-inflammatory drugs, diseases, cancer. And in the book they have mentioned that inflammation is also called as the silent killer. Furthermore, they have explained that our bone marrow produces some progenitor cells which produce leukocytes. So basically leukocytes are essential for inflammation. So if the bone marrow is damaged, or if it is depressed, bone marrow is basically either it is damaged or either it is depressed due to the chemotherapies in cancer. So if the bone marrow is depressed or damaged, then there will be less number of progenitor cells, or maybe no progenitor cells, which will lead to less number or decrease in leukocytes, and hence inflammation will not occur in hence autoimmune diseases, and the microbes and the external offending agent will continue to damage the host. Then finally they have explained in the overview that inflammation is terminated when the offending agent is eliminated. If, for example, offending agent is a bacteria, if the bacteria is removed, if it is phagocytosed or eliminated, then what happens, that inflammation terminates. And it also terminates if when the mediators are broken down, the mediators which were produced, they were broken down. And leukocytes, they also die because they have a short lifespan. And also some anti-inflammatory mechanisms are activated. Then finally finally they have explained that the repair process occurs, the repair of the tissue occurs. Now how the tissue is repaired, that for example this is my finger and it is injured and inflammation occurs over here. So it will be repaired by the already surviving cells. The surviving cells will regenerate the tissue and it will get repaired. And the defects which will be created in the finger, in the in the site of injury, they will be filled by the connective tissue, which is called as scarring. So this is all in overview.